active, that time takes so much longer, and it's probably so much worse in your mind too.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Let's shift the last here portion to nutrition. I'm sure our nutrition has all changed since we, or evolved and expanded. We just talked about discipline, and I aligned with that. I was thinking driving in, I was like, eating, I saw something in my channels, and I was thinking about the way I eat now, and I'm like, eating really well is not hard for me now. And I just share this now. But that muscle has been built over years, and it's a consistent routine and rhythm, and it's an area where a lot of people struggle and make things so much harder on ourselves. And it's, of course, there's a lot of things that play there. So Jules, I'm going to spin it to you first. You are a pescatarian, which
Yeah.
means you eat mostly vegetarian diet, but you also include fish.
Yes.
And eggs too, or no?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and you're super lean. If we had your sweatshirt off, people would see your sculpted muscles.
Aw.
You're low body fat.
Those
You
delts.
can do pull-ups.
Oh my goodness.
You can lift.
My guns.
You can lift. You can do all these things. Your body is very capable. What does a day in the life eating look like for a pescatarian and for you?
Do you mean specifically what things I eat, or?
Yeah, like if I would say, like, take me through a normal day of eating, like what does that look like for you, or for someone who, maybe who does not eat meat, maybe they do eat fish, maybe they do eat eggs, or maybe they don't, but like, I get the sense it's a very healthy scope for you if your body fat is this low, your performance shows me you're very conditioned and fit, so what does that look like?
Well, my eating is very disciplined,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of it is motivated by knowing that I'm going to come in here the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that I want to be able to perform well
Mhm.
at my best,
Mm-hmm.
and so that really helps me eat well and not be wanting to drink wine or anything at night, or
Mm-hmm.
and I think also you share a lot of information about nutrition and what's best to be eating for your being able to perform well in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to do as much protein as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So for breakfast, what I'll often have is I'll have 1 or 2 egg whites from a boiled egg,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll have salad. I have leftover salad from the night before that's got kale, cabbage, avocado, things like that in it. And I'll put sardines in that, mix that with
More
sardines.
proteins.
We always talk about
Fat.
that. Sardines for life. We love sardines.
Sardines are such a nice, easy food.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be pretty darn healthy.
Mhm.
Yeah. At lunchtime, I'll have the protein drink right after class, and I'll have things like peanut butter and banana. What else will I have? I'll have things like more salad, and salad also for dinner. I eat a lot of salad these days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have things with tofu, lentils, beans, sometimes salmon. So mostly foods like
A lot
that.
of nutrient dense foods,
Yeah.
and even room for high calorie, like peanut butter is essentially high calorie, but your imprint in the salads and veggies is so low, because, and I don't mean to be rude here, like nobody gets fat off of vegetables,
Yeah.
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 So your imprint of calories is so low that should you have some peanut butter with a banana at lunch, that's what you shared, some of the highest calories, maybe outside of the sardines or the salmon. So it's like, it sounds like your overall caloric imprint is relatively low, and you probably don't even track. You don't need to track, and
Yeah.
you feel good with your frame and your strength. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll have things like non-fat Greek yogurt
Mm-hmm.
with a mix of nuts, and I like chia seeds and hemp hearts, and and frozen fruit I'll use. It's
Mhm.
really so much easier than
Love it.
having fresh fruit.
It is. Doesn't
yeah.
go bad.
Yeah, exactly, because those fruits things like blueberries and raspberries and stuff, yeah.
I'm
Frozen
slightly
ones are good.
addicted to ending my days now with frozen blueberries out of the fridge and just like eating the whole, probably like
A whole bag of them.
probably a cup, probably 1, 2, maybe like 2 to 2.5 cups of just like,
Wow, that's a lot.
I know, after pistachios, it's my nighttime routine. But anyway, I'm getting off topic
Pistachios
here.
are so good too.
Oh my God, I know. So Cindy, your journey before, like you mentioned cereal, I even think like bagel, you mentioned kind of like,
Yeah.
bagel time
I was like,
before,
this is
right? And that like, and you, I think too, like you mentioned, there's a certain, maybe we talked about this a long time ago, Abby, like invincibility when your metabolism is high and you're in the late teens and like you can kind of get away with that stuff.
Yeah.
And not to your fault, it's what we know and probably how we were raised, right?
Yeah.
So then there's now, and you just in January did our nutrition kickstart. What did eating look like, and what does it look like now? So like kind of like a side by side.
Well, way back when,
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, cereal, bagels, honestly, sometimes even donuts for breakfast.
Carbs, sugars,
Yeah.
processed.
Well,
okay.
I mean, Golden Harvest apple cider donuts, like, they'll get you. But,
Yeah,
and then, like, lunch and dinner was just kind of whatever the family was having, which,
right. So if we pause,
yeah.
little to no protein, high calorie, high carb,
yeah.
empty calories, and then dinner would be, maybe a protein, a starch, and a veggie.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
so long ago, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
anyway, but now, and then like a few months ago, it was oatmeal with like the protein oatmeal. So there's some protein in there, but I mean, there's a lot of carbs in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Oatmeal for breakfast, and then I would rotate through my protein source being like ground turkey, ground beef, and like chicken,
Mm-hmm.
and then like broccoli and green beans, and then like rice. That would kind of be like the
Staple.
yeah, that would be like the template.
Mhm.
But now, since doing the nutrition kickstart, I got more ideas from that and more like inspiration of like, oh, okay, like I can kind of branch out and still have like high protein, maybe even higher protein. And so now it's like egg white muffins for breakfast, which have like goat cheese and tomatoes and like greens in them. So there's a good amount of protein with those. And then
What's the toast that you always have with the fruit on it?
I don't have it anymore, but thanks, Sean.
I was
Well-
always curious because Cindy would come out with this big one. I'm like, oh my god, that
Yeah,
was amazing.
man.
What is it? What's the toast?
The Ezekiel bread.
Oh, okay.
So it's like not as bad as like regular bread because it would have like lower carbs and like some protein.
I didn't mean
but-
to call you out.
No, not at all. Because I feel like it is a better bread than
Yeah,
some.
better
but
alternative. for sure.
yes. And then I would put like Greek yogurt on the toast with like berries because I don't know. I feel like I saw that somewhere and I was like, I'm gonna try this, and it was like good. So I've since then like subbed out the toast, and then I'll just do like a parfait of like more Greek yogurt, which is like more protein, and then like more berries, and I sprinkle a little bit of granola in there because I know it's like still carbs, but I want something crunchy.
Mhm.
So and
Pistachios.
then
You got pistachios.
yeah, and then lunch and dinner is a lot of just meats. So I do like a lot of that for my protein, and then I'll do.
Wait, what are just meats?
It's a meat company that the protein comes in like it's about a 12 to 16 ounce container that gives you about 4 servings like within that, and it's almost already done for you. So it's a company that Abby and I were experimenting with, that we were just telling those who eat meat like about it, of how it saves you time, economics, the grocery store, and all you have to do once you get them, like my shipment's coming today and I'm so excited. It's like,
Mine too,
it's like
hilarious.
Christmas. And all I have to do is, like this morning, at my post-workout meal, I cut the film out. It's buffalo chicken. I know the macros, 4.5 ounces is like 36 grams of protein. It's a low fat profile, literally no carbs. Put it in my cast iron. It comes with a little like a sauce packet, which literally most of them have nothing in it, just for a little flavoring. Put that on, cover it, and in like 3 minutes, it's done. So it's like,
Wow.
you just cut down your meal prep, your food prep, your, going to the store and getting that. And when you do the mathematics, if you just eliminate the shipping cost, it is economically better than going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's high
Yeah.
quality, so it's like, this was a no-brainer. So,
We're waiting for our endorsements.
yeah, or sponsorship,
Sponsor
right?
us, please.
But even if not, like if someone were watching and wanted to experience all those benefits, just look into it and try on your own. What I recommend people do is
Yeah.
go through the site, because there's so many options,
Yeah.
and get as many as you like in your first order. And after you see what you like and see what maybe you don't necessarily like, or whatever that is, then customize your order. Like I'm on an every 2-week subscription. And now, like I've mapped it out where it's like my order lasts me the 2 weeks, and it just
Yep.
starts over.
And
Yeah.
the
Single
greatest,
serving sizes.
So
That
it
was
comes in 4 servings.
Yeah.
So like I made 2 servings for my post-workout, and then I put the other in the fridge so I can have those for later, tomorrow, whenever. So it's like, wow.
Nice.
Now most people probably don't eat, 8 ounces at a clip. Maybe you guys eat like,
I ate like a little bit, probably like a third, like
right.
last week.
So that might
Yeah.
ask Abby and Sydney maybe 2 meals.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoa. So super helpful. Plug for Just Meats, check them out.
Yeah.
The
I
most,
get
like-
part of the plug credit because I asked what the hell it was.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, no, that was a good question. It was.
I think for what, like there's so many meal prep companies out there now, like
Yeah.
for the most economical, the actual ingredients are just like, they're all organic and they're really good. They're really good.
Yeah.
And here's another quick plug is like Aaron's partner. If you take that one step further, Joanne does Good Box, does like that plus carbs plus a fat all in one, and you could kind of get that. And it's like now you have a meal for $12 to $14, $15, and now you have no cooking to do. So like there's things that like that's not in your arsenal.
Time saving.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the Just Meats, I mean, that's made it so much easier for me. And honestly, I don't even normally put it in the skillet. I just throw it in the microwave. I'm like,
Right.
okay.
Well, that's
so
a-
because it's cooked enough,
Saves
you know.
you
Yeah.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's cool, if you order a certain amount, they waive the shipping and then you get like free.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I always like take one step before.
Yeah. So
Good stuff.
yeah, that and then like veggies or like fruit on the side. I've been doing the fruit like at night, and it even helps to like curb a little bit of the sugar craving.
Yeah.
So
Love
yeah,
fruit.
I don't know. That's a pretty.
And then
typical-
real quick, so you did the Kickstart.
Yeah.
Offhand, do you remember your metric changes just in the 6 weeks? Like, body fat change, muscle, body fat percentage. Do you remember any of those numbers?
I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know body fat. I think
5? I
maybe.
think so.
It's at
That's
the
some pretty
lowest
significant
that it
changes.
has been since I've been here. I know it was the lowest one, and then muscle I think stayed about the same or went down a little, but I did have the flu for a week, so I
Yeah.
think that's probably attributed to that. And I'm pretty sure I'm at the lowest weight that I have been since I've been
Yeah.
here too.
And your body fat percentage is that probably. the
Yeah,
lowest.
yeah. So it was like one of my best ones, and I think, I mean, obviously they've been getting better since I've been here because I've been in the gym, but I think really hammering down on the nutrition now that I'm consistent with the working out, I think that really was a game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you two came in as someone who ate, I would say, pretty good. And I think within that, I think the habits got expanded upon, the strategies and the arsenal got
Yeah,
opened.
yeah.
And then little things started to kind of add up for you that then took you even further into your
Yeah.
journey. Which, like, again,
Yeah.
I say this to you a lot. I wish at 22 I was doing the things
Mhm.
that you're beginning to do, even the forward thinking, like we always joke you're an old soul, but like
Yeah.
the growth, like you found the community, you're committed to personal development outside of here. It's like the nutrition, it's like, man, you're light years that you're investing, it's like light years
Yeah.
ahead, which is great, and you can take nuggets from that.
Yeah, and I'm so like grateful that I'm getting to all of this now, and I didn't really have the typical 20s like party phase that never really like called to me, and I don't know, I just feel fortunate that I am getting into all of it.
You're part of the
now.
Senior Citizen Club.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you know?
All right, my friends,
Sydney's far.
we'll wrap up there. First, I want to thank you all for your time and sharing, and maybe this will be an ongoing discussion we'll expand more upon at another time.
Be happy, guys.
Yeah, thank you. What do you say, Mama? What do you say?
Such a good girl.